Hi friend, if you've tuned in because you're feeling a little bit under the weather, maybe you've got a head cold or a stuffy nose, this is the yoga practice for you.
Anywhere you go, give it on.
So props wise, grab a blanket, a pillow, just the kind you sleep on is fine. If you have a yoga bolster, great, grab it. Some blocks will be nice for added support and to just lift the earth up to meet you. I would say some vapor up, especially if you're blocked and feeling stuffy, and then tissues. You could even have a cup of tea. Normally we don't drink a lot in yoga, but you're sick. Give yourself some grace. We're gonna start in an upright seat, taking the hands facing down on the knees and closing the eyes. Now take as big a breath as you can today. And exhale, sigh the breath out through the mouth. We'll do that twice more. Breathing in, this breath may not be as big, as long as normal, that's okay. And sigh out. One last round, breathing in, see if you can send the breath into the belly. And sigh out. Now breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. If at any point during this practice you need to pause, you need to stop and blow or wipe your nose, that is okay. That's why we're practicing online, doing this in your own space so that you feel safe to give your body what it needs in this moment. And that is our intention for this practice. I give my body what it needs in this moment. We'll stay with our deep belly breath in. Deep breath out as we drop the chin towards the chest, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Now bring your chin towards the right shoulder, keeping it tucked towards the collarbone as best you can. And exhale back down. Breathing in, moving to the left. And exhale back down. We'll do this twice more in each direction. Starting to warm up the neck so that we can move through it and release any tension that's been stored there while we're feeling a bit sick. Your exhale takes you through center. It doesn't have to be in time with me today. Breathing into the left and exhale back down. Now inhale, bring chin parallel to the earth, gently blink the eyes open, and we'll drop right ear towards right shoulder. If this feels more stiff than usual, let it stay where it is. If you feel like you want to open up a bit more, you can place the right hand on top of the head, and it's just the hand itself as a weight. We're not pushing, we're not pulling or tugging, just letting the hand gently rest there. Breathing in, breathing out. I give my body what it needs in this moment. Now releasing the right hand down, we'll bring chin parallel to the earth and drop left ear towards left shoulder. Hand can rest on top of the head. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, no forcing today. Exhale, not pushing ourselves to keep up with where we normally are, but just accepting that we need rest at this time. 2 more breath cycles here. Now releasing the left hand back down. We're going to wrap our palms and fingers over the knees. So on an inhale, we can draw the sternum forward, look up to the sky, shoulders actively drop away from ears. Then exhale, chin to chest, round through the spine. Let the hands hang off of the knees. Breathing in, we open up. And exhale, we round through. Inhale, opening heart space, shining it forward. Exhale, rounding through, chin to chest. 2 more rounds just like this, seated cat-cow. Exhale, notice what's happening through the back body. One final breath in here. And exhale, we round through. On an inhale, shoulders stack above hips. We're going to face the short edge of the mat, unless you're there already. We're on our sit bones, feet parallel to the long edges of the mat. Hands can come behind you, and we're going to drop the knees to one side and then to the other. Trying to keep this movement linked with the rhythm of your breath. And just trying to give a very gentle, easy massage to the hips. Maybe any stiffness in the glutes gets a little release. Remembering you can pause at any time that you need to. We'll do 1 more round in each direction. And letting the knees face back up to the ceiling. We're going to walk our heels in line with the sit bones. You can start with quite a bit of distance between the heels and each sit bone. Then picking up the left foot, you can do this with your hands or you can freestyle it. We're going to lift the left shin, flex the foot, ankle goes over the right knee, replace the right hand. So generous flex through the right foot, left foot rather. Inhale. On an exhale, see if you can actively push the left knee away from you and notice what happens. Breathing in. Now exhale, can you shift the chest closer to the shin? If this is enough for you, please stay here. If you're not feeling it enough, maybe play around with drawing the right heel closer to the sit bone. Breath in, 2 more breath cycles here. And breath out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Now again, you can lift the leg on its own. You can use the right hand to release the left foot back down. If you walked your heel in, send it a little bit away so we can start the same way we did on the opposite side. Flexing the right foot. You can use the left hand to help cross the ankle over the knee, or you can do it without the help of the hand. Replace the left hand if you needed to. Breathing in, notice how this feels. Maybe on the exhale, actively push the right knee away from you. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, can the chest yearn closer towards the shin? And exhale. Now, if you did so on the opposite side, this is a good time to draw the left heel closer to the sit bone. And exhale. 2 more breath cycles here. On your next exhale, you can use the left hand to cross the right foot back down to the earth. If you didn't use the hand, you don't need to worry about that. Then we're going to extend the legs out long. And today, either grab a block to go underneath the knees, or if you have your handy pillow, you're going to grab it now. And that's going to go underneath the knees. We're going to extend the legs. Now relax the feet. If you naturally flex your feet from practicing like strong vinyasa yoga quite often, ask them to switch off. We're going to place a block on its tallest setting on the pillow or on the block between the knees. Now, if you think that is not going to be high enough, you can make a little T shape like we're building Lego blocks. And this would be one option. If you have hard wooden blocks and you think they're going to be a little too rough for the forehead, you can place a pillow on top of it. So this is option 1. We're going to round through the spine, trying to bring the forehead onto the blocks. If this is particularly tight for you, you can always shift the block down further away from the body. So that might give you more space. So this is one option. You can have the hands down on your pillow, palms facing up to the sky. Here we're just easing into our forward folds. This rounding through the spine will help create a sensation of space between each vertebra. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll be here for 4 more breaths. Coming out of the pose if you need to. Coming back to your breath. Back to your intention. I give my body what it needs in this moment. And an inhale, gently blinking the eyelashes open. Slowly rise up, trying to stack the vertebra from the bottom of the spine on top of each other towards the middle back, the upper back, eventually shoulders lift, and the head. We're going to undo our little stack of props. You can move your blanket first if you used one, then move your block, and your last block, then your pillow. Again, if you had a block between the knees, you'll shift that out to one side. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest. Then take the right knee out to the side. If you're more stiff than normal, you might grab something like a block to put underneath the right knee or the outer edge of the right thigh. And if you're very stiff through the back of the legs, you can take your pillow back to place it underneath the left knee. Then we'll inhale, grow tall. This time we flex the left foot. And exhale, try to hinge forward. If today this is as far forward as you go, let it be. Breathing in, soft gaze to the left big toe. Exhale, imagine hooking the chin over the big toe. Breathing in, breathing out. If you feel that your arms are completely extended, see if you can bend the elbows, have the palms slightly push into the earth for support. We'll be here for 2 more breath cycles. Now, staying down low, we're going to take our left arm out to the side so we can cross our right arm over the left shin. Now, if your pelvis is a central point for the body, imagine you're leaning at about a 45, no more than that. And the crown of the head is aiming towards the middle of the forefingers. Breathing in. Exhale. Notice where you feel this in the body. Breath in. Exhale. Send awareness to the lower back, the space of the hips. 2 more breaths here. On an inhale, we'll come back through center, rise up, and then place your blocks to one side, but within arm's reach. Right knee into chest, extend it out long. Left knee into the chest, take it out to the side. If you used a block on the opposite side, maybe that was underneath the knee or the outer edge of the thigh, you'll do that now. If you had a pillow underneath the right knee, place it there. On an inhale, we rise all the way up, grow tall. Exhale, walk it forward again. Not going too far forward. We want to match the sensation of one side to the other. And today we want to be gentle and kind with ourselves. See if you can invite that soft bend to the elbows. Gaze to the right big toe, nice flex through the right foot. Now, staying down low with the chest, we're going to open the right arm out to the side. Then your left arm will cross over the right shin. Again, we're trying to bring our shoulders at a 45 away from that center line of the pelvis. And imagine the crown of the head is yearning between the forefingers. Breathing in, breathing out. On an inhale, we'll come back through center. Rise all the way back up. Move our props to one side as we gather the left knee into the chest, followed by the right. So heels are close to sit bones here. Wrap either hands on the shins or forearms around the shins, maybe hands on opposite elbows. Drop the forehead onto the knees, chin to chest, and start to round the back. So really pulling the forearms into the shins, trying to push the middle vertebra, the shoulders towards the back of the mat. Breathing in, notice that stretch. Breathing out. And then come back up. We're going to bring one hand to the mat, circle the legs in the opposite direction. Come to all fours. Here we have the shoulders directly above the wrists. Just make sure that your knees are beneath the hips. On an inhale, untuck tailbone, belly drops down. Now as you exhale, we're going to start circling the head, the shoulders, the hips in one direction. See if you can take the middle vertebra in the opposite direction. And inhale, finish drawing your circle, finding your cow. Exhale, circle through in cat. Breathing in, sorry about that, this is our cow. Exhale, cat's quite an obvious one, if we've ever seen a cat. But inhale, cow, I like to imagine my belly dropping down towards the earth like udders. We'll do one more round there, circling through. And exhale. Start to change directions. Use your inhale to find your cow, dropping belly down as best you can. And exhale, cat, arching the spine as much as you can. Drawing these circles. We've got 2 more rounds here. And last round, we'll end in cat for 3 breaths. Breathing in, push the earth away from you. Exhale, your middle vertebra to the sky. Inhaling for 2. Exhale. Last breath here, 3. Now as you exhale, find a neutral spine, big toes touch, walk the knees to the outside of the mat. We're going to push back to child's pose, and this is where we'll end this practice today. So taking at least 5 to 10 breaths here, using this as our shavasana, letting the hands, the arms, the back release completely. I hope that this practice was what you needed today. I would love to see you again, so subscribe if you'd like to join. And as always, thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice.